Hi everyone, my name is Gośka Wolnik, and today we have our talk number 3 out of 7. I would like to introduce again Jutta Klipsch, who is a mentor and coach, and Gosia Ziemba. She is astrologer. So subject for today's talk is managing our emotions in times of difficulties. Gosia, how you manage your emotions just now?
To be honest, I just recently realized how important my friends in my life are. The women in my life, the women which form the closest circle, help me to release my emotions. And during the first lockdown, I discovered that I miss the companionship, miss the women in my life. Because when I was overflowing with emotions, I had nobody to talk to. Obviously, I could talk to my husband or to my son, but it wasn't doing me any good. There were times when my husband triggered me so much that I had to explode. And during times like that, the method I used to calm myself down was to go into a separate room and write down everything what I was feeling at that moment. I wasn't judging what I was writing. I was just recording my emotions. And this helped me enough to really calm down, go out and have a sensible discussion with my husband and explain calmly what I was feeling inside, what was going on inside me, and why I exploded. So this was one method. Another method was doing Reiki. I am Reiki master teacher and I do a lot of it. And doing healing on myself or distance healing on my loved one helped me to calm down as well. And obviously, the calmer I became, and clear spoken, the calmer was the atmosphere around me, because as we all know, emotions are contagious, especially anger, panic, fear. They are like a bushfire. They are very easy to ignite and very difficult to stop. So I guess we need to be very mindful of what we are spreading around. And this is why I myself, I am trying to choose my words very carefully, especially in my weekly astrology writing, because it's very easy to say, oh, it will be really awful, but this is not what you want to hear. Even if you know that it will be difficult, you want to hear something inspiring so you can go through the difficulties easier. So this is one of my probably one of my advices. Choose your words very carefully. Slow down when you talk, and lower your tone of voice. This calms not only you, but the people around you. And when the atmosphere becomes a little bit more manageable, a little bit calmer, you can start spreading other emotions, like, for example, empathy and compassion. I was listening recently again to Brené Brown, and she said empathy and compassion are limitless. So instead of spreading something which is so difficult to manage, let us spread something which is limitless and we all have in abundance, like compassion and empathy. Yeah, this is my management plan.
Thank you, Gosha. Well, it's not everyone can talk about emotions. We just express them and we just do it like we react for whatever situation we are in or whatever thoughts we have. What I would like to mention today is that we don't have to believe in every thought we have. Of course, it is a very difficult time for us because we are restricted with our movement, with contacts with our family, with our friends. And what I'm discovered recently, that I have those moments when I'm angry or sad. Angry because of the circumstances we are in, and I don't have any influence on that. But this sadness, which comes from nowhere, it is like I can wake up in the morning and suddenly I know it will be a very difficult day if I don't change my state, because I'm so sad. And when I look around and I think, oh my God, so many people lost jobs and we don't know if we are in depression or how long it will take us and what influence it will have on our families. Can they afford to have the life they have at the moment, and so on and so on. So this chain of thoughts is really like perpetuum mobile, that it is just draining me all the time. But because of the tools I have, I know how very quickly change my state. So very often with my clients, we are discussing journaling. We always have like dominant thoughts, and it can be not only one, but it can be two or three. But to discover what kind of thoughts we have, the only way to do is noticing them, and you can notice them when you start journaling. So for a couple of days, I was doing this exercise, finding out what made me sad and how to change it. So it's not an easy task, but it is like a muscle. When you start practicing and writing it down, then you know, okay, that is this thought which makes me sad. And now I have to realize, is it true or it is false? Because changing, explaining to ourselves what this thought, what kind of meaning this thought has for us, can help us to change our state. Very often we can change our state through the distraction. So start doing something different. Like today, when we started, we were comparing our socks by accident because I had to move my studio. I had to move my studio, and by accident, I show my socks. And now it was like a distraction. We don't have to think about the task we are doing at the moment, or the that overwhelm we have. We can distract ourselves. So today, as for the last couple of days, I was at the beach, and guess what? I met an artist, and this artist is using colors to express emotions. I was so, it was like, oh my God, it was so unusual for me. I talk to strangers very often, but it just changed my day, because there are people who are working on helping other people through colors. So that will be all from me. Now, Yuta, please.
Cool. Yeah, color. Well, everybody heard my phone. It's actually a Rocky song, and it wakes me up in the morning. So we can use, talking about state management, because your state really makes your emotions and your behavior and your outcomes. So one is music, like Rocky gets me out of bed, and or you can like you can play happy songs or you can play depressed songs. It has an impact on you. So there's actually three things which you can change your state with. One is physical, one is what you pictures you have in your head, and what language you use. So physical is, well, you can dance, like I used to dance like Latin American, works really good. So you get your body moving, and you cannot stay in the same state if you move. So that's why it's very important, even when you're depressed, that you get moving. And even if you only do 10 star jumps, your state will change. Also breathing exercises, like I do something called balanced breathing. You breathe in the same amount of seconds like you breathe out, like 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, like really easy. And that will actually put your nervous system into balance, so you are not in this fight flight all the time, or into the relaxation, like you're in a focused calm state. And even if you only do that 5 minutes a day, it will have an impact on your day. Pictures, like we call it submodality. So if you have a picture of somebody who triggers you and cheeses you off, like you normally see that person in front of you in your mind's eye, and then if normally the most impact have pictures which are very colorful and vibrant. So if you have that pictures, you put it actually further and further away of that person or thing or whatever, and you make it black and white, and you distort it, and then really fuzzy, and you put it really, really, really far out in a distance that's only a dot, and then you try to get that emotion back. It's nearly impossible. So you can play with this imagery in your head. Also you can like what you tell yourself. If you say, oh, I shouldn't feel like this, or whatever, like, choose some words which work for you. Maybe, okay, I'm angry, but like that's just temporary. And or like have positive language instead of I don't want this, or this is really bad. Like just choose a different language. And what else did I want to say? I think that's it.
When you think, I will add that we are running out of time a little bit, so we will be wrapping up.
Okay, you're the timekeeper. That's good. So yes, it's movement. Change your pictures and your language. And I mean, it's very short to explain it, but yeah, I'm sure we will elaborate on things sometime.
Thank you very much. I think we can talk about emotions longer, and I think we will have something to surprise our readers and viewers when we prepare our longer webinar. For tonight, or for today actually, I would like to say thank you very much, ladies, for being with me today. And our next talk will be next Monday, Finding Peace in Chaos. So thank you very much, and see you next Monday.
Bye. See ya.